What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Will King, here with Nikki.
Nikki J.
Yeah, and we have a special segment. This is the Buffalo Backstories, where we go around Western New York and we have conversations and about crazy stories that people go through or seen, right?
Right, from the area.
From
hence
the area.
Buffalo backstory.
And today we have my boy, James Morgan. James, what's up, everybody? Thank you, James.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, bud. Thank you.
How's it going, Nikki?
Hello.
So, needless to say, little just full disclosure.
Okay.
James is my brother. He, I hate to say the word ex-brother-in-law, but he's my brother. He's always been family since I first met the kid. It's continued to be
Since
family.
you're like 22.
So James has a crazy lifestyle, to put it lightly, and he's been through an array of different situations with females. James have a pretty different outlook on life, if I could say that. So today we're just gonna get into Nikki and I is gonna kind of coach group. Was it couple counsel?
Yeah,
James.
coach, counsel, listen, advise.
This is
Sure.
no judge. This is a judgment-free zone. So, James, feel free to say what you want to say.
Be open and honest and candid,
All
and
right.
we're going to be here to listen.
We're going to be here to listen. All right, so let's just dive in it, James. We're going to talk about your ex and
Multiple exes, or
but we're going to talk about that this
Certain
significant ex.
ex? Okay.
All right. So,
Perfect.
let's talk about the one story where with this certain ex you broke up, and then what? What happened?
Well, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, well, this ex, we broke up.
Mhm.
Right. I'm living in the house. I'm not working. I mean, I'm working, not working. It's like, it was hard because I didn't have a car either. She had a car, so she did everything. So pretty much I was like stuck there unless I either called you or called somebody
Right.
to like help me out. And at the time, because I kind of did my parents dirty at the same time because I dropped out of school.
High
Or
school
this
dropout.
high school.
Stop.
2 weeks before graduate.
You,
It
you're
was. I was about to graduate. It
Did
was
you hear
about
that?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
He gets to 2 weeks away from graduating, and that's when he decides to quit school.
Quit school.
Why?
For this girl, because she's like, she told me.
She told you I will not date you if you're a high school
Yes,
graduate.
she said it's either me or go back to school or you're going to lose me. So I was like, you know what, let's just move out. But at the same time, I mean, I kind of had it too.
How old were you?
18. I was, well, 17, almost 18, pretty much 18 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So,
you dropped out of school 2 weeks from graduating for a chick.
right.
All right, fast forward. Now you with this chick. You break
Oh,
up with
yeah,
her.
That's for her. So yeah,
You're
I'm
living in a
living
house.
with her. She drives. I don't. So like I said, like when I work, I had to walk there. Blah blah blah. And if I'm not working,
She has all the cards.
she's pretty much
Support you.
in control.
All right,
Well,
gotcha.
I mean, she made sure you didn't graduate, so.
Yeah, yeah, there's the start, right? So right, so we're chilling. We had a great day and everything. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Wait, you guys are broke up though.
But we broke it up. Yes.
Why
but
did you guys break up? Let's talk about that. Why you guys break up?
why? Oh, cheating, lying, everything, all the above.
Who was cheating?
On
and
both
lying?
sides, or?
She was. I never cheated.
Okay,
I
she
don't
was
believe
cheating.
it. Yeah,
and
she
lying.
was cheating.
Okay.
But like, even if I watched TV with a naked scene on the TV, she'd freak out. Like, it was so dumb.
She cheated on. cheated
But it
on
wasn't
you with
yeah,
somebody.
physically with another person.
Did you know that person?
No, I did not know that person at all.
So how did he find out? Did he?
So yeah, that's where I get to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm watching her son. Like I said, nothing out of the ordinary is happening.
Wait, this
We
is your
just-
kid?
No,
Or-
this is her son with another dude. Oh, that's another story too. Oh,
Do you
boy.
guys have kids together?
No, I'm glad we don't.
Okay.
Oh,
All
100%.
right, so
I'm glad.
you were treating her son like your son, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
yes, I was
Okay.
help raising her because
Okay.
when I met her, she was 2 months pregnant.
Okay.
So this guy comes in the house randomly. It was like probably later that night. I'd say probably 8, 9 o'clock at night. This dude, I didn't know him. I was like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm Cody." Blah blah blah. And then after a while, we chill downstairs. We're smoking. Them two go upstairs. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, we're gonna go chill in my room a little bit." I was like, "You mean our room?" She was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Okay."
Wait, time out. So at this time, you're still together though. When this
Yeah,
dude
we're still
walks in.
together.
Okay, so you're
Sorry,
downstairs.
But we're still together, yes.
So
and
you're
I'm downstairs watching her kid.
Okay, so you're downstairs watching the kid. The guy comes in. You guys are drinking, smoking, whatever together, right?
Yes.
As like to you, he's a friend or something like that, right?
Yeah, I consider him his friend because anybody she introduced me to, I just like I'm cool with unless they prove otherwise. You know what I mean?
So then all of a sudden, she says, them two are going upstairs.
They're going upstairs to talk, quote unquote. Talk.
And what did you say, though?
I mean, I said, okay, it is what it is.
Dude.
Yes.
What in the
Yes.
fuck? What in the fuck?
Yes.
Listen here.
Right.
I wish he would tell me he about to go upstairs and talk with some chick at his house. Are
Talk.
you kidding me?
You wanna hear the
Absolutely
rest?
not.
Yeah, keep going. We're going to keep going.
Oh,
boy.
absolutely not.
So right, and then I'm watching her son. Right, I put on a cartoon for him, blah blah blah, and then I put on some music because he's trying to fall asleep, and then I hear noises upstairs.
What type?
What type of noises?
Yeah,
like bed hitting the wall, like moaning.
Stop.
I swear to God.
Come on.
I swear to God.
Come on,
And
bro.
I'm just like, are you kidding me? So I just crept by the stairs, make sure I was hearing what I was hearing,
So you...
and then I heard it, the like smashing and everything, and then it's like you. And then I asked her. She comes downstairs all sweaty.
Wait, so you let them finish?
Dude, I had nowhere to. I'm watching her.
Keep
Yes,
going?
yes. I had nowhere to go. I didn't know what to do.
In the room.
In our bedroom,
That's
our
where
bed.
you go. I mean, like that's
Yeah.
where you got to go. In the room.
And that's right. But I was watching a kid. I didn't know what else to do
James.
at that time. But
So at this time, we're going to clarify this for everybody to hear this. So
This
you
is
go
horrible.
upstairs, you hear your girl getting smacked
yes,
by another dude, the dude that you were smoking
Yes.
weed with. Who supplied the weed and drinks?
well, me and her, but mostly her because at the time, at that time I wasn't working.
Okay.
But normally when I worked, I would give her all my money. That's where I screwed up too.
Yeah. So you go upstairs and you
Yeah.
hear them having sex
Yes.
while you're downstairs watching her kid.
Her kid, yes.
And you didn't barge in, you let them finish? You just went back downstairs?
I just went back downstairs and just like ignored it, and that's when I gave you a call, and I said I can't do this
I
no
do
more.
remember this night.
I got to pack my stuff up, and then remember, and then I told you when you picked me up, she's like crying to me, calling me like, why didn't you say goodbye? Why the fuck would I say goodbye?
Hold on.
Like
Hold
you
on.
just smashed another dude in our bed.
Hold on. Let's back up a little bit. So you go downstairs and you hear them having sex. So you're down there watching her kid. I'd have been different. And then she
There's no
comes
way.
downstairs.
She comes downstairs acting normal, like nothing happened.
Where were you at in the house? Like were
I
you
was
on
on the couch.
And where
On the
did she
couch.
go? When she came down?
She sat on the opposing couch, like the opposite couch.
staring at you.
And where was
I wouldn't say
Boy
staring at me. He left.
Bruh.
Like nothing happened. Nothing. Like nothing happened.
Wow.
So he comes downstairs and walks straight out the door, or he's like, hey,
No,
I'm
he
out
came
of-
downstairs, chilled for like probably 10 minutes, and then left.
How, what? Oh,
Cause like say I went to the bathroom and then he just left, and I was like, where'd he go?
so our
Nothing left.
question is, when he came downstairs, what
Did I
first
want to
off,
fight him? Yes. Did
So-
I want to punch him in the mouth? Yes. Did I want to beat the shit out of him? 100%.
But you didn't.
you didn't
But I
confront
didn't,
them in
'cause-
any way.
No way.
No
I mean-
confronting in any
Because-
no accusation or nothing.
because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't want to get
right.
kicked out.
I didn't want to get kicked out. I was scared of everything, losing everything. I didn't want to lose her. I didn't want to lose. I just.
Even in that moment, you didn't
Even-
want to lose her.
Yeah, I mean, I was 100% upset, yes, but like I didn't want to lose her. Like you know how like in
No,
There's
I
this-
don't know it.
But, okay,
there's
well,
nothing you can say after
you
that
know how
to
there's
make
that
me say yes.
okay, well there's there's that first love regardless. You get, there's two loves they say, right? There's always that three. Okay,
Right.
but there's that first love that
It's a crush.
right, is your crush or whatever. They're gone, but you still love them from afar. But then there's that second one. There's a screw up, but also teaches you a lesson. And there's that third one that's
Yours, right?
yeah, exactly forever.
So you're
And,
saying the second one was your learning experience?
I mean, it happened multiple times with this girl. Like, she's crazy. Like, and then there's this time she caught me jerking off. I mean, right, I fell asleep watching this porno. Oh yeah, speaking of that too, like, you want me to tell you this one story?
Hold on,
Like,
hold on. Let's stay with this one. Let's stay with
What
this
a
one.
jump in story. Wait a minute.
But she got mad at me, said I was cheating at her watching porno because I had my hand in my pants when she woke me up, and this porno was on my phone.
It's okay.
So I jerked off that night. Hell yeah, I did.
Oh my! This is not the same night. Was
It was the same night.
Are you kidding?
That's
Wait,
what I
hold on.
got, but-
So she get her back blown out. You don't confront her.
No, I did not confront
The
her.
guy leaves. You still stay in the house, and then you decided to take care of yourself, and she gets mad at you.
100%.
Is that what Is that what's happening right now?
It is. It's 100% right. And that's
Yo.
when I said I can't do it no more. And that's when I
And
called
that's
you.
when you called me.
Yes.
I thought the call was after the guy left because like that.
Oh, there wasn't that night. No, I had.
That's when I thought this happened.
It was late by the time
definitely
they were
No, no.
smashing.
misunderstood this.
That didn't break the
Okay.
straw. Jerking off without her. That broke the straw.
Oh my.
That broke the straw, but yeah, she was
For-
screwing another dude.
Oh my god.
But if I fucked another girl or even like looked at her in some certain way, it's a big deal. Like if I looked up, my eyes went down and up, big deal.
Really?
Swear to God.
So, you get caught masturbating. You
Listen, I have to say this for the women that's watching, okay? Because the men are
Yo.
probably laugh and think this is funny.
Yeah,
and
they're
good. But the
probably like,
women,
I
I'm
did
gonna
it.
tell you from a woman's point of view, our thought process, like masturbate though. After you were just cheating on that day, like how do you even want to go in this direction? From a woman's point of view, like I can't see it. There's nothing probably that could turn me on after I walk in and see my man cheating on me, and I stay in the house. I'm not like, you know what I want to do, like at all. How does that even come about?
Well, the thing is, we were like, she was like a tease throughout the day. I was like, okay, like pretty much like manipulating me. Like, oh
Okay,
hey
so
boo,
she has
like
messed
yo,
with
I
you
want to
all
like,
day.
I want to suck the shit out of your dick. Like I want to make your dick whiter than white. Like,
What the hell?
I want to like suck your dick till it's dry. I want to suck your soul out of you.
I'm
Why
so
are they
glad
like-
that I asked the question. I'm
So like
glad.
I was kind of like in the mood too. So I was like,
Okay, I
So
got
after-
it now. Makes sense.
yeah. So I mean, because I kind of gave her like an attitude all day. So she did call her parents. Her parents did pick up her son, and then she went upstairs. And then within like a few hours, that's when I did it. I was just like, fuck it, gonna jerk my meat, get it off.
Legendary James. This is the legendary
So
James.
I was just like, yeah, just
All
gotta do
right,
it.
so wow. I mean, there's so much that's like a lot. We're like, it's a lot right there. That's a lot right there. But fast forward.
Okay.
This is the same ex. 10 years go by,
Right.
and she calls you recently.
Correct.
You guys didn't speak for those 10 years?
Once, and it was I just got some fish because she's like, I broke up with my boyfriend, baby daddy, that they were together for a certain amount of years, and I was like, okay, I'll take the fish because I had fish myself, and I took the fish tank, and at the time, my baby mom didn't like it, but we video chatted. I video chatted her saying nothing's going on, and then when I came back, I told her, she said she missed me, and she got mad, but I was like, because you're my girlfriend, I told you this, you shouldn't be mad. Like, I didn't say I missed you back.
No, she should be mad. She should definitely.
But why?
Yeah.
Why would she be mad when I told her though the truth? Like I was like, I didn't
Because
say I
why
missed
did you go
back
over there?
just to get fish.
That's why she's mad.
Yeah.
Understandable, but like I mean,
That's
I
the
asked her,
answer.
but she said it was okay though.
That's a lie.
So
It was.
any
it
woman,
was
if they
a
say
lie.
it's okay, don't do it. So,
Not when it includes an ex.
True.
No, it's
True.
never okay.
Never okay, bro.
that's tough.
That okay was I don't want to say no, and then you'd be like, well, you said I couldn't go. I'm gonna say it's okay and see what decision you make, and the decision better be not to go.
So she didn't want to like make it look like she was controlling, but she's
Exactly.
pretty much like, hey, like.
But she's
Please
gonna
don't
be
do
pissed
it.
if you
Right.
decide to go over there.
Right.
Absolutely.
But that's what I feel like she should have just sat down and said, hey, please don't do it. Like,
But I think you should be at the point where you should know right from wrong. You should. I know there was like a
Absolutely.
little voice in your head saying,
Absolutely.
But was I wrong for telling her
Yeah.
the truth though? What she said, like. I
No,
mean,
you were wrong for going to the house.
"Yeah,
I mean,
No,
I
you were not wrong for
But so
telling
that
her.
doesn't solidify anything. So I
No.
should have just never went.
no,
Right.
Okay.
never win." So
Right.
10 years go by. She calls you recently.
Oh boy, yes.
So now this girl pops back into the legendary James. Legendary James.
Back in my head,
life.
all over again.
And now where we at? Let's talk about what you were telling me earlier.
Oh, she's in my head, 100%. So there's this dude, has the same name as one of my sons,
Mm-hmm.
and he kicks in her door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And well, it's his friend. He's a small dude, and she talks about how he has a small dick, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
and his sex sucks, like blah blah blah. He can't get hard, blah blah blah.
Yeah, so it's feeding you shit. Okay.
Right,
trying to make
pretty
you,
much like yeah, trying
Yeah.
to make me jealous, but like feeding me shit at the same time.
Mhm.
Like what part do you want to hear about this story though? 'Cause
Well,
there's
let's
a
just
lot
fast
to it.
forward about. Let's talk about the incident where you decided to help her drive to Syracuse.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know if I'm wrong or am I right, but I feel like I'm the right because well, the story goes like this dude, like I said, he has the same name as my son, and she's talking to her friend,
Who's her friend? A female friend?
female friend,
And where's this friend at?
lives in Syracuse, 2.5 hours away.
2.5 hours away, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5 hours
Two and a
away.
half hours away. So
Okay.
I'm like, okay, spontaneous. We always did spontaneous things when we were together. So just
Okay.
as a friend, because I missed our friendship. I'm at the same time, I'm still thinking in my head, like, why after 10 years all of a sudden you're talking to me? So
Okay.
just trying to be the nice guy I always have been. Well, changed to, should I say? Because I used to be an asshole. But so I was like, all right, let's go get her. Because they were talking on FaceTime when I was right there on the couch. We were trying to watch a movie, but they were FaceTiming. And they haven't
So
seen
her
each
friend
other.
needs a ride, or
Well, she wanted, like, they both said, like, I want to see you, I want to see you. So she's like, all right, can you come get me? I was like, let's go. Let's do it.
okay.
So then I was like, okay. Then she gets money from her one friend because I had a full tank, but by the time I get there and I'm back, I'm going to lose a lot of gas. So she got the $50. And then all of a sudden she's texting this dude that has the same name as my son, just, hey, want to come along. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm inviting this guy. Why can't we smoke the whole ride and he could be the third wheel? I was like, third wheel? He ain't no third wheel. Like, why are you inviting people, like, when it's just supposed to be me? Because what I had planned was that I drive there the 2.5 hours because I had work the next night or morning. So, well, afternoon, should I say, sorry. And I was like, I could sleep on the way back and you two up front because you guys haven't seen each other in years. I was like, oh, that's
Right.
fine.
Right.
And then she's like, because freaking out. And I was like, no, no. And she keeps asking me, like, why can't he come? I was like, I don't want him to come. I just don't like this dude. This is the dude that kicks down her door.
Mhm.
So I'm like, no, no, no. And like, I'm just calm like this,
Mhm.
exactly how I'm telling her. She's like, why? And then she's just talking mad shit. And then she gets all mad. So I was like, I'm going to leave. She's like, oh, this is why you're single. This is why your life is the way it is. I'm like, as I walk it out the door, yup, 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 boom, slam the door.
She's a master gaslighter.
And that's what everybody tells me,
She's
but I don't,
She manipulates you. She got you so wrapped. So
like pretty much on a leash. But like, I don't want to believe it. But I feel like she does care about me because when we first started chilling for the few, like probably 2 months, literally maybe 2.5. But like, she would always, I could tell she was telling me the truth. Now I could tell when she's lying. And then like when she's lying, she sometimes doesn't even say the same lie. And I'm just like still agreeing to her because like I know she's lying to me, but I'll call her out on it. Like, I hate when people lie to me, for one. I just hate it. And then two, it's just like,
but you keep letting her do it.
Hold on. Let me just clarify the story as her because I don't completely understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So she was talking to a friend, a female in Syracuse.
yes.
She wanted to see this girl that was in Syracuse, her friend.
Yeah.
You and your ex drive down to pick up this
No,
girl.
we didn't go. I didn't
You
drive.
didn't go.
No, I did not go. I left. And then the dude that has the same name as my son came there instead. And then she texted me saying,
Gotcha.
this
So
is
she
why.
was asking for him to drive you, her, and
It was
this other guy to drive down to pick up this girl.
It was supposed to be me to drive. It's supposed to be just me and her.
Right,
And I
but she
gonna
was
drive.
asking for it to be the three of you.
Yes, and then him to
Got
come
it.
along. So he would have had it.
But you didn't do
no,
that.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
Right. And I
Okay.
said, nope, I'm not doing it. So she texted me after he came there and said, this is why I have him come over because he doesn't fuck me over. And I'm looking at the text message like, fuck you over. He kicked in your door. He does you dirty. He doesn't talk to you for days. He cheated on you. And I'm like, I've helped you move. I gave you some money, multiple times money. I give you rides. I buy you frappes. I buy you food.
Mhm.
So he treats you better.
Mhm.
So, but I didn't give her the ammunition she wanted. So I just said, when she said all this stuff, I'm just like, it is what it is. Then she got mad, and then she's like, you wonder why your life is the way it is. So I was like, okay. And then she said, like a 4-paragraph sentence. I was like, okay. And then she was like something, and I was just like, after that I said night. And then I
This
ended
is via text you're talking.
via text now, yeah.
So let us get a second here to
Oh,
kind of weigh
boy.
all this in
Yeah, it's a
and
lot.
try to help you steer you in the right direction. There's so much to unpack.
So wait, but what direction are you in now? What's
Well,
the
the
situation
thing is,
currently?
Well, we're not together, but she said she
No,
she
you.
manipulates me.
Forget her.
I'm
do
single.
you?
100%.
Okay. Are you guys friends?
Yes.
You still speak to her.
I haven't spoke to her today, but normally we do speak, so I would consider yes, we're still speaking.
So you continue to plan to be her friend.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I mean, yeah, it's a yes or no answer. It'll be yes,
okay, I'll be 100. Okay, yes, I do want to be her friend because I did
Do
make.
you want to be
promise.
more than her friend?
At a time, yes, but now, no. Honestly,
Is that I feel like that's more of a current mood you're in. I feel like
No.
tomorrow you may, if she says the right things, you're gonna forget all that shit and want to be a part of her, be
Well,
more than just friends.
I
That's
do
what I'm getting.
I do agree with that because she did say like, "Hey, James." Like I brought her to probation because she's been going through some stuff too. Like I'm not gonna put her stuff out there.
Right.
I mean, because it's really I can't put that out there.
Right.
There's a lot going on in her
Yeah.
life. So I brought her.
Well, let me just make it very clear that I don't care. She sounds like a trashy shit person. I could really care less about whatever this girl's going through.
Right.
I don't care why she's on probation. I don't care if she makes it probation.
Right.
She's a shitty individual to you. I
Right.
could care less
Right.
about what she's going through, to be perfectly honest.
So let us take this time to kind of help you out here, right? I'll start, and then you can just fill in or jump in because I know you got a lot. I can see your face. I know when Nikki got so much, but she's
Oh,
just
she
trying
does.
to.
I can
She's
tell.
putting her shit in order, and when you hear it, it's gonna be like, "Did you write that?" Right. So I'm gonna let her do that while I do this.
Okay.
So here's the unfortunate situation: is that James, I feel like you're trying to fill a void personally. There's something else outside of her that you're trying to fill. Like there's this gap of I don't know if as far as like love, feeling appreciated, caring. There's a hole in you, and you're trying to fill it by any means necessary. And it doesn't even you don't even care on who it is. You just want that affection. You just want that, feeling like somebody cares about you, right? And she realizes that, and she is using your vulnerability to her advantage. Right. She only calls you when she needs you, whether it's financially, whether it's babysitting her kid, or what have you. And you're always willing to kind of like disregard what she did in the past and be like, okay, I'm going to help. What you're doing is hurting yourself. You're setting yourself back. I'm just sorry. She's just a piece of shit, bro. Like a little piece of shit. Like for a woman, and you know me, I'm your big bro.
Right.
If I was there, I would have beat him up and her up.
Yeah.
If I was in the house.
Yeah,
like,
I know. You would have walked right up.
First of all, she would have never. That would have never went upstairs. I would never let that happen.
Well, the thing is that this dude, he was 6'2", but he
I
thinks
don't
'cause he's-
care.
No, I wasn't scared of.
But I don't care about that, bro. My problem is with you.
I just didn't want to.
I don't care about her. I don't care about him.
The kid is what I was worried about.
I don't care about the kid.
Nah, the kid got picked up.
Yeah.
That was over.
Yeah.
He got picked up.
I'm talking about you. This is who I care about, and I joke with you because but a side of me wants to strangle you, but I don't do that because I know who you are and I know how sensitive you can be. But bro, you got to understand that you can't keep putting yourself in this position because you're gonna go nowhere. Both of your baby mama or this ex-girlfriend, your baby mama.
Well, I have two baby mamas.
Two baby mamas, and listen, bro, they haven't ended well. So you need to take a step back and like reevaluate yourself and get some help. I would say get some counseling because there's just far further shit that's making you feel like it's okay to be treated like this. Like there's nobody listening to this podcast is gonna say agree with you in any shape or form or fashion to say, yeah, I would have did that when I was in that position. No, bro, this is so far left. Like it feels like it should be on like Jerry Springer shit,
right?
Or like SNL, like because Jerry Springer's real. I feel like maybe like a SNL skit
or
'cause it's made
TMZ
up.
or TMZ stuff type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So bro, like I always told you, ever since you was 10 years old, I'm here for you. You know what I mean? And sometimes I feel like you get lost in life and forget about people who actually here for you. Like you can call me anytime. Right?
Yeah.
You can always come over. You can always. I feel like you need to surround yourself with positive-minded people, people that's gonna push you to be better. Because hanging around these people, they're using you, bro. They're using your vulnerability, your open heart. I just told Nikki earlier. I said, no matter what, she said, well, tell me a little bit about James. I said, one thing I can tell you is that if I needed something from James, James will give me the shirt off his back. Doesn't matter if it's 0 degrees out. He will give me the shirt off his back, right? Good for me. I mean, for me, I know that, but you know that I won't treat you like bad. But there's monsters like this bitch. She's a whole monster who sees that and then run with
Manipulative.
it. And then you're in this position where you're depressed, your anxiety.
Brings it all back after the 10 years. I was perfectly fine.
So
Life
I don't
is
know.
going great.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fall back, but we'll talk further more offset. So I'm gonna let Nikki kind of like chime in
Okay.
and kind of like give us something.
Yeah, give me some good advice, please.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, like, I agree. I do feel like I'm filling a void, but it's hard because I told her regardless what happens, I do because she was a great person when we first met. We were friends a long time ago before we started dating, and then she just popped up on Facebook one time. This is way in the past. This is before we started dating, and then I was just like, "Hey, remember me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I remember you." Blah blah blah. We started talking, went great, hooked up, and then we started dating, and then after that, all this monstrosity.
Yeah.
Sorry if I,
Yeah.
but all this monstrosity stuff just started happening, and
But you
she's.
kept, but you put yourself,
I
you
put
kept
myself
yourself
in it.
in the position to be abused.
And as a female, I believe Nikki, I do want your advice because like I mean
You're gonna get it raw. She
I
got a
mean
lot-
I don't mind. No homo and whatever. Just give
Okay,
it to me.
so
You know what I'm
here's my
saying?
thing.
I need to hear it sometimes.
Well,
Sometimes.
it's tough. I don't
You
know
got
where to
4 minutes,
start. I see. It's tough. I don't know where to start because there's just so much going on there. And, you know, I don't know you. Obviously, Will knows you
Right.
very well. I don't know you at all. But I can get, just from the way you even, like, kind of keep jumping in this girl's defense who has shitted on you,
Right.
that you're a sweet guy, right? You can tell that you're a good person or else you wouldn't be doing that. Like, we like this bitch, and you're like, you almost like want to cover the mic or like cover the camera.
Cover
Like,
my
I can
face.
tell.
You don't know me.
Yes, but here's the thing: she knows what she is. Okay,
Yeah.
nothing on here was gonna surprise her. Maybe except for the fact that the world's gonna see it. She's not gonna be surprised by anything we say about her. Okay, obviously she knows what she's doing, right? She
Right.
knows that she's manipulating you. You are acknowledging that she's manipulating you. So you're almost in a tough situation because you know she's manipulating you. She knows she's manipulating you. She knows that you know she's manipulating you, yet you still stay. So
Right.
it's almost to the point where I don't know how you ever would expect anything better out of this girl. Like how Will says, you know, you deserve to be treated better. You know, you deserve to be with a better girl. You know, kind of change your ways. But from where will you get that motivation? It almost seems that you're going to tolerate anything that this girl does. And she knows that. Therefore, what's she going to change for? She knows that she can do you dirty. She can do you wrong. And at the end of the day, even if it takes a couple of days or a week or a month, she can call you back and you're going to be there. And you keep kind of showing her that. So there's going to be no change there because there's no stimulus for change. You don't leave. You won't stay away from her. If she texts you, you'll kind of respond to her. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you, if there's girl talk going on, you are the butt of the joke.
Right.
And you don't deserve to be that. I know this from sitting with other girls. I've seen them do it where they're sitting in a circle and they be like, yeah, this dude, blah, 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 you know, loves me. Don't matter what I do. I did this, girl. He's still here. He stayed. I did this. He's still here. He stayed. I did blah, blah. And we'll do things like literally we'll be like, yo, I'm about to make him bring me lunch. I know I got lunch, but watch this. And you'll show up. And when you
I've
leave,
seen that too
when you
before.
leave, they'll be laughing at you. Like you are the laughing joke of her and her friends, whoever surrounds her.
Bitch.
And right, you are. There's
Pretty
just
much
some
the
evil
bitch,
women
yeah.
like
She's
that
bitch.
out there. There's men like that too, but
Yeah.
there's some evil women out there like that. And that's what you are in this situation. And I think you know that you don't deserve to be that way. Honestly, I don't see it changing anytime soon because your viewpoint on her, you kind of got her on this pedestal she doesn't deserve.
Right.
So I feel like it's gonna take you time. It's nothing but time that's gonna change that situation. She's not gonna change.
Right.
So she'll just be the same person.
She's gonna be the same
Like,
person. She'll show you what
pretty
you
much
want to
till we're,
see
like,
long enough to get you to stay. That's what she will do.
So too much just she can't do it no more. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Too
So
much
you
until
say-
you can't do it
No.
anymore.
You
She
say-
can do
so
it
you
for
let her
life.
know.
Now I got a question because I have this baby mama that tells me that she says the same thing you guys are saying. Now,
Well, you need to pay attention.
but like
And-
at the same time though, like we broke up for certain reasons too. But that's another story. But like, should I like talk to her about it? Should I give her another chance? Should I?
Are you talking about your baby mother?
One of my baby moms. yes.
Okay.
So,
Pause.
all right. So you were saying about
One of
your
my
baby mama.
mamas, yes.
Yeah.
Well, what I was saying, because she was saying some things about the same thing you guys were saying, like I said, that she's manipulating, she's using you, she's just making you like an asshole again. Because I used to be a big asshole. I'm not gonna say who brought, who kind of encouraged it a little bit, but like sometimes, like at the time, I didn't have a girlfriend.
Shocker.
But like, it's because I didn't have a girlfriend. I mean, I wanted a girlfriend in high school, but at the same time, I didn't because my mom had me doing this, and then.
A lot of shit. A lot of
And
shit
then
you
other
don't want
people
to
are
do.
having me like, hey, focus on you.
Yeah.
And that's what made me lead to like, I mean, not dropping out of school. She did, but what I was asking is, should I get back with her? Should I actually talk to her about
To
it?
your baby mama?
Yes, because
Why would you want to get back with her? Why did you guys break up in the first place?
Well,
James fucked up.
well, I did fuck up a lot. Yes, 100%. I mean, guys ain't perfect either, but like also her mother was involved a lot, and I mean,
Her mother was involved in what way? Because
like,
I feel like
well, her
if
mother.
it's the mom that's the issue, when you get back with her, the mom's not going to just disappear. So
Come
It,
back.
it is. It is the mom. The issue is what really brought it because I'm pretty sure I told you about this. I might not have, but like how this all started, how we broke up first is that her mom, me and her were fine. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Me and her were fine, and then one day, she's on the couch. I'm playing my Xbox, and she's just like a little off, but we weren't arguing. We didn't argue at all. She's on the couch. I'm playing the Xbox. Then her mom walks in, not with her husband, but with her husband's brother. So with her uh,
The girl's uncle.
uncle-in-law, yes. So uncle-in-law, and they're like, she comes to me while I'm playing Xbox, right? So I take my headset off. She's like, hey, you can either just leave or we could call the cops and you can leave. I was like, you ain't gonna tell me to leave. I'm on the lease. I'm not leaving. She's like, all right, we'll call the cops. I was like, I'll sit here or I'll call the cops myself and wait. She's like, all right. So she started to call the cops. I was like, I'll just leave. And
Why
wait,
did
I
the
call
mom
my own
want to,
cop.
but why did
Right,
the
where
mom
did that come
say,
from?
yeah, where did that
That's
come
what
from?
I'm
Like,
I don't know. I forgot. I honestly forgot the whole like basic of the story, like the like what you call it.
her mom came to you
Came
in
to
your
me. She
house.
walked in the house. Like I didn't know they were coming.
Who house is this?
This was me and my baby ma's at the time.
Now,
I'm on the leash. She's on the leash.
does her mom own this house?
No, she
She
does
has
not.
no
She
ties
does
to
not
this
pay
house.
any rent, nothing to the house. She's not on the lease, nothing. It's just me and my baby mom.
And so your girl's mom comes with her husband's brother and
So
say,
uncle.
you got two options: get up and go, or we'll call the police.
Yes.
Why? Like, what did you do?
well, yeah, I'm gonna
That's
say
the thing. I can't recall exactly what I did, but
There
like,
had to be something.
there-
Like after
but
she
there's
said
nothing.
after she said that to you, what the fuck did you say to her?
I just to her mom or
To her mom. To who
Oh,
said?
I
get-
said I'm not fucking leaving.
Okay.
I live here. I'm on the lease. I'm not fucking leaving.
So you didn't say why you gonna call the
no,
police?
and then she called the police, but I didn't want to have it escalated. So I was like, all right, I'll call the cops and wait here myself. So she let me leave, but I didn't. She just like, why are you leaving? Like I thought you were gonna wait for the cops here too. Call my own set of cops. She calls her cops. So I left. I called my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And the time I called my other part of the family too, and I'm like, hey, can you meet me here at Rite Aid? So he's like, all right, I got you. Because I believe I did try calling you one time. I didn't.
Maybe, I
swear
don't know.
did. I swear
I'm
I
sure you did.
But I always called you first normally.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, hey, can you meet me at Rite Aid? Blah blah blah. This is going on. He's like, and then I could hear my cousin's girlfriend at the time saying, yeah, go help your cousin. And then right, so I call the cops. As my cousin shows up, literally a minute later, the cop shows up. I tell the cop what's going on. We had a temporary restraining order. Right. This was because supposedly I was throwing my son up way too high for her sake, but she's not the brightest person in the group. But it wasn't her
you had a
fault.
restraining order on you while you were living there, and this all
Yes,
happened.
it was temporary. But as I talked to the cop and told him that, he looked it up. He said it's temporary, and then because it was 2 months, I don't know how he exactly explained it, but he's like, you ain't wrong for leaving. You didn't escalate the situation. You're allowed to go back if you want to. You did the right thing, and called us. And I think as an officer, because he even told me the system right now is on the female side. No offense, but like they're gonna go towards what the women say. So if you were to fuck up and escalated that situation, they would have been more on her side, and I would have been more in the hole.
So you're asking us the question about
what
going
I'm asking
back to this
now,
one, this
yes.
situation?
No, but this was 2 years ago now.
That's
This situation, but like she does help me out. She lets me do my laundry there. Yes, I paid half 50-50 for the washer and dryer, but like she lets me see my kid. She's actually working with me.
Right.
Lets me see him. Yes, we screwed around here and there, but
But is her mom still in the picture?
yeah, but she knows I come there here and there. But she gets mad though when I do stay there, like spend a night. But it's literally once in a blue moon.
Why does her mom have so much input?
Cause like I said, she ain't the brightest bulb but it's how she was brought up when she was younger.
I was gonna say I feel like some mother-daughter relationship is just like that.
Yeah,
like,
and-
like,
and
it's ridiculous. It's too much. But here's the thing, that's the relationship. So you're questioning going back to that, knowing that's the relationship. What would be any better this time around? The mom's not going anywhere, and you already said she doesn't like when you spend the night.
She don't
so
like
she's
you.
not gonna like you moving in. So why would you even consider going back in a situation that you already know is toxic? You're gonna go back and you're gonna just constantly have issues with this mother.
But she tells me like, oh, her parents love me still. They want to see me.
It doesn't
succeed,
matter
though.
what her parents tell you. What does her mother show you when
Yes,
you're
her
around?
Absolutely.
I mean, she shows me somewhat respect, but I could see it like where she's like still like,
No, you
like,
just
sketched out
said
a little
she
bit.
gets mad when I spend the night. Your exact words.
because she thinks I'm
If
using her
you-
daughter just for sex,
Well,
pretty much. Which it
okay.
ain't, because it's both. Like, I don't just say, hey, let's fuck, and she's like, okay. Like, it's a neutral thing. Like, but
I feel
and
like-
I mean, I respect that 100% because as a parent too, son or daughter, I would have said the same thing. Like, hey, like, what is he doing or she doing to you? Like, you know what I mean? I would neutral respect. I get that. But
This is
like,
going back to what I said earlier about you trying to fill this void. Like, by any means necessary. For me, I'm hearing you. You want to be in a somewhat of a family-oriented situation. Like, you want to be a part of something.
Like a
and
group?
you are not even just a girl, like just whatever.
group
Girl,
things,
family. Like, you want to be a part of that. And you are willing to sacrifice your mental well-being as well as your financial well-being. Like, you're willing
And
to
your
sacrifice
dignity.
and your dignity, your pride, you're willing to sacrifice all that just to have, in the course of 7 days, if you get one good day, you're okay with that. Because the rest of the 6 days, you'll use to explain why it's okay because you got that one day of good. And it doesn't even out. It's all off. It's all off. And again, bro, I'm telling you that there's a lot more. You and I know there's a lot more things that you have not addressed that is making you feel like this is normal, and it's not normal, bro. And your behavior is not always the best, right?
Correct.
Your behavior is not always the best. I know that for a fact. I can
Right,
tell you
yeah,
right now,
yeah,
it's
you
not
can-
always the best.
I agree.
You do crazy shit. You
I
say
did some stupid shit.
but a lot of that is stemming from trauma and other things that has transpired. So right now, I don't think you really should be in no relationship. Not the only relationship you should have is you, yourself, and a therapist, and family members that really care about you, that you know care about you. Everything else, bro, you gotta leave that alone because you haven't had time to heal, rebuild. You haven't had time to see who you are and what you want out of life. And until you figure that out, you will never be, in the eyes of her mom, good enough for her daughter or anybody's daughter, right?
Right.
If you're coming to the table and what you coming with is a whole bunch of trauma and bullshit or whatever, just bullshit in general, I don't want you around as a father
All right.
coming to my daughter, even though you're a good guy, right? But there's things that you do that's gonna be like kind of off-putting.
Right.
Or you're willing to sacrifice, like the fact that you with your baby mama, right? And then you get a text from the ex bitch,
Yeah.
and you're willing to go over there. So what does that say to your baby mama?
Yeah, it makes me look stupid.
That's
No,
not about
not
you.
you. It
It's
doesn't
not
make
about
you look stupid. It makes her look stupid.
It makes her look stupid because you do.
I mean, in a way, I agree, but like, doesn't it make me look stupid too, though? Because I'm doing the same thing.
No,
that
you-
I'm, like,
No.
I know in my brain too, like you guys are saying, but I know in my brain I shouldn't do it, but I still do it.
No, okay. You know what? It makes you look stupid for the ex. Sure. It makes you look stupid for the ex that you're willing to go over there to this person when you know you're in a relationship. But to your current partner, it makes you look like a liar, like a cheater, like a manipulator. It makes you look like a bad person.
So when I'm thinking about that female, it makes me look like to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You look like your
Relationship.
ex to your current partner when you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
How
And it-
how your ex and homeboy went upstairs. That's what you look like going to the ex house. The same way they just going upstairs to have a conversation. That's how you look to her.
And to me, I think that you've obviously shared this story with your baby mama.
Yes,
And I guarantee she shared that story with her mom.
100%.
And her mom knows. So when you do shit like that, the fish, mom, guess what? That's why her mom says, "Get the fuck up." Bro, it's how you're doing things. It's the problem. Like for me, why would you be like, okay, I'm gonna flirt with the idea of dealing with a bitch that literally has sex with a guy while I babysit her kid upstairs and we were dating, compared to a woman who didn't cheat on you,
Right. Doesn't
gave
pretty
you a
much does
kid
anything for me.
for you.
Yes.
Where I mean,
Where am I? Where am I?
where's I'm not understanding. What does this girl have on you that you feel like she's like?
She. I don't know. Maybe it's like it's the first love thing. And I'm still stuck at.
No, it's not
It,
first.
I feel like it is because I like this girl I fell in love with, but like at the same time as the 10 years passed, I grew up and grew out of it, but then I fell in love with the baby mama. Like that's the second love. And then I don't think I just haven't found my third love. And like you said, maybe it is the void in the middle that I'm trying to find.
is
and
definitely
it's between
something.
Them and two, it's like I don't know.
It
And,
is
like,
definitely something.
And I hear what you're saying too, but like
It doesn't matter
It's
what
so
you say.
hard.
There's nothing that you can tell. Let's put it on me. There's nothing Will could tell me about going to some ex's house where I heard all this stuff about, right? All these stories to get anything. I don't care if what was there was his. The fish wasn't even yours. I don't care if what he was going to get was his. It's no way he's telling me he's going to his ex house for a minute and be right back. And I'm just like, okay. And he could mean that. He really could just be going to get fish or going to pick up whatever that he might have left there. And I will not care. Not one bit, because this is your relationship now, right? I'm your priority now.
Right.
You have no need to be at your ex's house. And the fact that you're showing me that you want to go to your ex's house, volumes for me.
Red flag.
Volumes for me.
But
That speaks volumes
red
for
flags,
me.
pretty much like
Yeah,
a
that
red
speaks
flag.
volumes for me that you want to go over there. That tells me that, to me, something's missing here that you feel like you want to go over there.
Facts.
We must have a problem.
Right. And that's and that's the basis, man. That you hit the nail right on the head. You need to work on James, right?
Right.
I mean, we had fun, but like we're getting serious. Like you are. Well, you about to be 31 next month.
I'll be 31 next month, March 9th.
31 next month. You got two kids.
Oh man,
bro.
2 kids,
You know,
2 baby
yeah.
mamas.
Before
Like
he gets serious,
I'd
he
rather
gives
stay
you-
single, but
Before he gets serious and gives you this advice, I'm also going to say this, and this is my opinion. I feel like, and everyone has their own opinions. I know there's lots of people who are like, oh, they believe in second chances, and that's great. I love you all that think that. I'm not one of those people.
yeah,
I'm just not.
definitely one of
I
them.
feel like when an ex becomes an ex, they became an ex for a reason. I feel like if you could have fixed that situation, you would have fixed that situation. You already put in that effort. You already tried. You already did whatever you had to do to try and make this a better situation so that you guys could be together, and it didn't work.
Right.
So you are no longer together. So what is the point of going back? You already did everything you could do before you left.
Right.
Oh, I love when you turn boss bitch.
I
So
can
sexy.
Look at Will over
I
there.
want you to
I'm
scold
fucking-
me later. Just
Oh,
talk to
okay.
me.
We could.
Um,
Try.
Give me counseling later.
Let's keep it PG.
But
We
least
passed
what-
PG
what-
like,
what families
like
here?
25 minutes ago.
I mean, when family's here, let's
we
keep it
passed
PG.
PG when she told you that she wanted to suck your dick until it was white.
Yeah, I
Long
did say
time
that.
ago, long
I
time ago.
100% did say that.
But at the end of the day, man, we're gonna close out like this. I think we just need to focus on James, right? And let's get James some help. And let's just like the rest of this year, you met Nikki J. She's so famous.
You got jokes.
Check her on TikTok, y'all.
Please
you
do it for
you
real.
already know.
Oh, yeah, and James.
And
Will.
James. And then
Willie
like
Noble,
dudes,
right?
Surround
Will King, Will Noble.
Willie Noble, you know.
You know.
But
And
I think-
Nikki
I
and
think
James. Yeah.
you should surround yourself with people that really care about you, and then let's just focus on you. And I think counseling is a necessity for you
So
right now.
being selfish is a good thing sometimes.
Selfish, yeah. When it comes,
Like
to,
I mean,
when it
like
comes to your mental health,
yes.
absolutely.
That's what I was gonna say. As
Absolutely.
long- If it comes to your health, it should
If it comes
be-
to your mental health, being selfish is okay.
Okay.
Except for I don't ever think working on yourself is selfish.
No.
I don't even think that's the right word. There's nothing
There she
selfish
goes again.
about
No,
that.
that's no. I really do. I want that opinion
There you
because,
go.
like, because when you
Say
have
that again.
kids,
Hold
though,
on,
like,
Say that again.
Oh,
Say that one more
jeez.
time. Say that one more time.
That's
I
it.
never think you working on yourself is selfish. I don't think that that's the correct terminology at all.
But what if you have 2 kids and then you try to help take care? Like it's. I mean, you have kids.
kids are a part of
But
you.
listen, working on yourself doesn't mean ignoring the rest of your life. Like you
Right.
still have to live your life. You still have a job you have to get up for. You have a house you have to cook. You have a car you have to make sure is driving. You have kids you have to make sure it eats, right? Working on yourself doesn't mean you ignore everything and everyone around you. You still have responsibilities. You're an adult with kids, right? You still have to see them. But outside of those things, when you have your free time, because the rest of that is your free time, spend it on you. Don't try to give it to exes. Don't try to give it to baby mothers. Maybe sometimes don't even try to give it to friends, because sometimes you need to spend that time working on you.
Right. So good. And you know what? We're going to end it like that.
I see why.
Oh, man. Yo, this has been a great episode of the Buffalo Backstory.
There's a lot more to it.
Legendary
Part 2 to come.
James. I have a feeling, and tell me if I'm wrong.
Part 2 to
I feel
come.
like there's more stories to come from the Legendary James.
Like 16. 17
Legendary
stories.
James has
Maybe
got some
more.
stories.
Oh, jerking off stories.
But-
We'll get to that eventually. If you guys want to hear that, let me know. Yo, like this video. Wow, seriously. Like, if you want to hear this, it involves my mother and brother sliding doors. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Whoa, I'm
living
hoping
rooms.
he doesn't mean jerking off involves his mother and brother.
Oh, no.
That's not what that says.
No, it means getting caught.
Okay. Oh, we gotta make sure to put those words in there.
Yeah,
when
but
you
it-
say
Okay,
things
getting
like
caught.
that.
Okay, let me put it this way. It involves
Whoa,
being
'cause I
caught
can
jerking
edit
off.
that and make that look real interesting.
You
Jerking
could, let's
off from
do-
my involves my mother and brother. Whoa.
Pause. But yo,
That one.
it's been a great episode. I'd like to thank Legendary James. Legendary James. Kudos, brother. You know I love you.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys so
For
much.
real, you need to really take heed of what we say and
100%. I
take
agree.
and run it with it to heart. So again, thank you for tuning into the Buffalo Backstory. I'm your boy Will King here with,
Nikki J.
and we are out of here. Peace.
Peace.